How convenient. You were spotted with him last night at the exact time the gun was swapped. And the morning before that. And the evening before that. The pictures don't lie, Mrs. Stonewell. Looks like you've been having an affair for quite some time now, doesn't it, Liza? It was you. You were both on in it together. You swapped the gun, and the only way you could get Jake Green to do it was by sleeping with him. You soiled whore.
Oh, OK, I admit it, I was having an affair. But I'd never hurt Stephen. That's why I was on set so quickly today. I was staying at Jake's hotel last night, and that's why I was there last night as well. I really would never hurt Stephen, though.
Murdered actor's wife in affair scandal. There have been sensational developments in the Stephen Stonewell murder case, where another twist points the finger at award-winning director Jake Green. As it earlier emerged, he has been pounding the actor's wife Liza for the past 4 months. Jayne Carter attended a press conference earlier today when these developments were released.
Here we are outside the Magistrates' Court, eagerly awaiting the arrival of murder witness Jake Green. He should be with us any second. Here he is now. Mr. Green! Jake Green! Mr. Green! Jake Green!
No more.
We hear you're at the murder. Did you kill him?
All right, my client does not wish to make a comment at this time. Thank you.
Mr. Green! Jayne Carter, the Below News.
Look, I'm not happy with my trailer. There's no food or water. There's no gas, so I haven't got any heating. And
Mr. Green. Not interpreting, am I?
do you ever get bored of annoying people?
That's where you're wrong, Jake. I come with quite a different gender today. How long have you and Liza been having your illustrative affair for? Did you even worry about Stephen finding out?
Well, that's the least of his worries now, isn't it? Anyway, it wasn't an affair. Liza and I love each other. And now he's out of the way, we can finally live in peace.
Yeah, live in peace with Liza's millions of inheritance.
What are you trying to say? Slander is an illegal offence.
All I'm saying is that you could do well to get hold of any money you can, given your financial situation.
I didn't murder Stephen, if that's what you're trying to say. And neither did Liza. We're happy together, and why would either of us want to spoil that? I'm surprised he didn't put the bullets in the gun himself. It's not as if he didn't know about her affair.
You mean he knew?
Of course he did. He just thought it was Liza's way of getting back at him.
Well, getting back at him for what?
You mean you don't know? It seems there's yet another twist in the tale. He had an affair a few months ago. Some pretentious brunette who's in it for the money. Maybe you should be questioning her.
Do you know what 5 down is?
You can get this fantastic set of clothing for just 10 simple payments of $3.99. But do hurry because the stocks are limited.
Dead actor in affair scandal. It seems that not only was Stephen Stonewell's wife having an affair with award-winning director Jake Green, but he himself was having it away with serial bigamist Scarlett Dubois. Questions are now being raised over the possible financial motives behind his murder. But first, Jayne Carter, come on down!
That's right, Dylan. I'm here with none other than Miss Dubois herself. What have you got to say about these revelations?
Well, firstly, I have nothing to be ashamed of. For those 3 weeks, Stephen meant the world to me.
You recently lost your husband, Frank. Did he know about the affair?
Fortunately not. It doesn't matter anyway. We weren't on the best of terms. He didn't have the range.
You also have a daughter. Did she know about this affair? Surely she had enough to deal with after the death of her father.
I can only apologise to her. We haven't spoken since the funeral. She won't answer my calls. Look, Mel, if you're out there, please contact me. I miss you. I miss having you around. I miss your scent.
OK then, thank you, Scarlett. Right, we also understand that later on today, Liza Stonewell will once again be questioned by the police. So we'll keep you up to date with all of the gossip. Back to you, Dylan.
Oh, thanks for that, Jayne. In other news, a hermaphrodite woman gives birth to 6 kittens. But first, here's the weather with Dylan Goodman. Dylan, today there is a cold easterly blast that is bringing with it a heavy snow shower. So be careful because the roads will be murderous. There is a possibility that the weather is going to stay like this all week, but let me put them to death by saying that come Tuesday, everything will be back to normal and the weather will be turning milder. And we could even see the temperature finally attacking the teens. Back to you, Dylan. No deal. Thanks for that, Dylan. What an amazing guy he is. There's a lady who knows all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. More on that later.
I never really was a fan of Accrington Stanley.
Can I have a word? Thank you. So, Liza, were you aware that your husband was having an affair?
Of course, I knew about their affair months ago. And so did that tit-sucking sex maniac Core's husband.
You mean Frank knew?
Of course he knew. That's why the poor sod killed himself when he found out.
He committed suicide?
You're not much of a detective, are you? Yes, he found out about their sordid affair and killed himself in the microwave oven.
Unorthodox. I like it. Now, let me get this straight. Yours and Jake's affair started after Stephen and Scarlett's. Getting back to the game, was there not the slightest thought of revenge on your mind?
No, not at all. Look, my affair had nothing to do with Stephen's. I suppose you can just say we're both as bad as each other, but I'd never want to have hurt him.
Now, if you ask me, she is the main suspect here. The defender was backed into a corner and had nothing left to do but lash out. She can deny all she wants, but she is the culprit, and red was obvious.
Now, if only there were a recipe with these bullets. Aha! Everybody, stop panicking, everyone. If you could just gather round, please, everyone. Thank you. I've solved the case. There's no need to panic. Very clever. Very good. I bet you thought you'd gotten away with it. Didn't you, Mr. Green?
What?
What? That's ridiculous. It wasn't me.
Arrest him.
What? Get your hands off me. Why would I want to kill him? This is ridiculous.
Is it? Well, allow me to explain. It all started when you and Liza began your affair. At first it was lust, but then you realised there could have been something more. Your business had gone down the pan and you were desperate for money. And you thought to yourself that if only Stephen wasn't a tissue anymore, you could concentrate on wooing Liza and taking her money. But then you fell in love and it all got that little bit too deep. You thought there must be a way of getting Stephen out of the picture without upsetting dear Liza. The perfect opportunity arose when Stephen was written out of a touch of cold. Can somebody please stop this ludicrous music? Thank you. As you're the only person who had access to the prop room in the evening, you switched the gun and you replaced it with a gun and bullets that you bought for your anal fisting trip to the Pirate District. Knowing that the blame wouldn't be put on him, he watched with a glint in his eye as the trigger was pulled and the bullet impaled Stephen's puggish little face. Thank you and good night. Take him away, toys.
What? This is preposterous. Do you know who I am?
Is this true? Was it you?
Of course it wasn't. You'll pay for this.
Melissa.